Alright, fellas. We are live. Alright, let me just make sure everything is set up. And we'll give it a couple minutes for some people to get in. Alright, we got lightning lag in the chat. What's up, my boy? Alright, let me just real quick. I'm going to take a look at my defense replays for Aether Raids. Let's just see what's going on in here. Alright, we got a whole bunch of successes, and then we have this one fight here where I lost 2 units. So let me just real quick take a look at what happened here. See if maybe there's something I can do to fix this, because, I mean, this is a brand new defense team that I just set up. So I haven't really fully finished testing it out. It's only been up for last week and then this week now, so I'm sure there's a couple of issues with it. But, okay, this guy, he's got Bride Fiorm locking down my Azura. And then he's got, oh, check this out. He's got a +10 Brunya, and this is a pretty good build for Brunya. Brunya is actually one of the better bait units you can use for Aether Raids, because her weapon effect is going to negate any penalties and then grant all stats up 4. So Brunya is a really good unit, and actually a very good choice to go for the free-to-play +10. And he's got Close Foil and Lull Attack and Res on his Brunya, so no surprise here to me that I'm actually going to lose 2 units in this fight. But let's see how he plays and see what actually happens. Alright, so he's smiting Brunya up there. But it looks like he had second thoughts and he tried to pull back, but that's not really going to work out. So we have a Rally Trap with Ophelia, and we're just going to finish off his Naga by the looks of things. Alright, so yeah, even though he had his Dancer, or he had my Dancer locked down with his Bride Fiorm, I've got 2 Dancers on this team, so there's always a way for me to pull off the Rally Trap. And Eliwood doing only 4 damage to Brunya. That's not good enough. And Brunya gets the 1-shot. Okay, so at this point, I mean, my units have already moved in, so I don't see how this guy is going to have too much trouble at this point. I mean, if you want to break Aether Raids down to a bit easier of a mode, you can always just sacrifice a unit to a really difficult setup team. And as soon as the enemy's movements, or the enemy's units start moving and they're no longer in the formation that they've set up, it's a whole lot easier to win. So that is one way you could play in Aether Raids if you want to go for the win as opposed to trying to get a perfect win. Sometimes it's just best to take that 1 KO and just live with that and win the fight overall. Alright, we got Naquan Johnson in the chat. What's up, my boy? Jordan Jones in the chat as well. And Doing My Best. I approve of that name. I wonder if Doing My Best has a +10 Nino to show off for me. Alright, so we are, of course, going to be doing unit reviews on this live stream. And my friend code you can find on the bottom right. So if you want me to do a unit review for one of your units, then feel free to send me a friend request, and we'll be taking a look at the units as soon as I finish my run in Aether Raids. Or, not Aether Raids, but in Arena Assault. Okay, now I don't have any weapon equipped on my Azura, so this guy is pretty much free to win the fight at this point. Alright, we got Cream Boy in the chat. What's up? And we got MN. And Doing My Best saying he does not sadly have a +10 Nino to show off. Alright, it's all good, man. Alright, so that's pretty much it for those replays. And alright, something weird is going on with the chat. It says there's only 1 person viewing, but that's obviously not the case. So I have no idea what's going on with that, but alright, YouTube is just having a little bit of hiccups there. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and play in Arena Assault, and we are also going to do a little bit of a showcase here for Micaiah, because I do have a little bit of a team set up. So Micaiah, of course, her duo skill is pretty nuts, and it's going to give basically the dominance effect, which is the Broadleaf Fan effect, except true damage instead of an attack bonus. So, of course, I have Jafar with the actual Broadleaf Fan on this team, so it's pretty much a debuff team that we're going to be showing off here once we do this team in arena assaults. So let's just hop in and let's get things started here. Oh, also, one real quick thing I want to do before we actually hop in there is I'm going to clear my friends list. So, okay, so I'm just going to delete all of the people on the waiting list to get onto my friends list. And that way, all you have to do is send me a friend request starting from this point. And then, yeah, let me just, because there's a lot of people here on the waiting list, and I'm not going to know which ones are the ones that are in the live stream right now. So it's best if I just clear this out right now, and then as soon as I finish, that's when you guys can start sending all of the friend requests. Yeah, so just that way it'll be a little bit easier for me to keep track of things and know who's in the chat right now and who isn't. Alright, they really need to update the friends list once again. I mean, I remember way back when we only were able to have 20 people on the friends list, which was obviously not quite enough for you boys, so I'm already filled up all over again. I had deleted everyone on my friends list, and we are back up to 100. Alright, so I'm just going to assume that all of these people are in the, in the chat right now, so we're going to leave that as it is. And let's go ahead and finish my arena assault runs so we can get back to those unit reviews. Alright, 752, that's not really the best scoring fight, so I'm going to keep refreshing until we get a decent one. Alright, 756, I guess I can live with that. Alright, so this guy over here, he's got Gwendolyn. Okay, let's check out his Gwendolyn. So this unit just recently got her refine, and it's not a shabby one, so pretty cool. It gives her essentially the breath effect, but only when the foes initiate, and then she gets defense and res up 4 at the start of combat if her HP is above or equal to half. So not too hard to activate, and it's going to be very nice on this Gwendolyn. Also, he's got Vengeful Fighter, which combos pretty nicely with the sort of light version of the breath effect her weapon gives. Because Vengeful Fighter is going to ramp her special when she attacks, and her weapon ramps her special when the foes attacks. So it's a nice little combo that you can go for on Gwendolyn if you plan to run her. Okay, so I'm basically just going to throw Young Marth at these guys and have him take care of business. Young Marth is so OP. Mainly just in the arena meta, though. Like, everywhere else, he's just alright, but, like, specifically in the arena modes where everyone is just running a whole bunch of armored units, this kid Marth gets the job done with ease. Alright, we're going to jump Surtur up so we can use the double rally, and that's it. I mean, I don't care that I have color disadvantage on his Gwendolyn. I still have effective damage on armors, and we're still going to win. Yeah, check that out. I mean, what is the color advantage anyway? Doesn't mean a thing. Alright, so we got Ira X in the chat saying she sent her Hilda. Alright, well, I'll definitely take a look at that Hilda. I mean, I'm going to take a look at everyone's units if I can. Alright, we got Joker the Trickster in the chat. What's up? Hey, Tacho, how are you? I'm doing alright today. I mean, today I didn't really have much to do. I just went to the pharmacy right quick because I needed to pick up a couple of things. I just bought, like, mouthwash and some dental floss, and I bought a loaf of bread, so... I mean, there's your little inside scoop on Tacho's day. Alright, so he's got Libra with the slaying... Oh, this is an interesting Libra build. Alright, Aversa, and then he's got Celica and Edelgard. So a whole bunch of green units there. Let's see if I have something to counter that. Oh, we've got this team here with all of these red units. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with this. Yeah, this should be fine, because we're going to be able to one-shot all of his green units with my Lilina after I pop them with the duo skill from Hector. Yeah, well, the one bad thing is that I'm not going to get to hit the Aversa with the duo skill, because I absolutely have to make sure I get the hit on Edelgard, because otherwise... I mean, she's such a good defensive unit, I doubt Lilina's going to get the one-shot. Well, actually, I mean, she probably could, as long as I have the special attack ready. This Edelgard has 34 res, and she's getting hit by chill res, so... Yeah, actually, maybe Lilina can get the one-shot, so... It's not like I'm getting any stat bonuses, though, so there's really no reason to hit Aversa with the duo skill anyway. But, I mean, Aversa, like, I'm not going to be able to one-shot Aversa. She's the only unit on this team that Lilina does not have color advantage on. So I think I will go ahead and pop her with the duo skill there. Alright, we got LJ Dermot in the chat. Would you rather see my plus 10 Eliwood, a plus 3 duo Ephraim, or a legendary Ike without warding breath? I mean, it's completely up to you. Whichever unit you feel like sending me, I will take a look at anybody. We don't discriminate over here. It's just whichever units you guys want me to review, I will take a look at. Alright, we got Adam Barcelos. If she has no attack and res solo, you might get the kill. Yeah, well, none of these units have attack and res solo here. Well, I mean, this unit, she gets a bunch of debuffs on me when there's no units adjacent, so I mean, there is that. And she also has armored stride, so I have to be very careful not to forget that she can move 2 spaces. Alright, we get the one shot on Celica, and we don't actually get the one shot on Libra. Very interesting. Alright, we're going to just start off by attacking Celica then. I'm going to need to wait for that Libra to get off the defense tile first. Alright, and then let's go ahead and get the dance, and then... I mean, I kind of want to bait this Libra with Hector, but he does have the Slaying Hammer, so... he's probably still going to manage to beat me, even though I have color advantage. And I mean, we could put Salif over here, I guess. Salif is really on this team for one reason alone, and it's that he has Infantry Pulse to get my Lilina started a little bit faster. That's also why I've got Ninian on this team. Okay, like I thought, we can't actually get the one-shot on Aversa. But, I mean, she doesn't have close counter or anything, so we could attack her first with one of my other units. And Salif is not able to beat Libra either. Alright, I'm going to have to play this turn a little bit carefully. Wow, Lilina still can't beat Libra even though he's off the defense tile. Oh man, what is going on here? Yeah, Lilina is like almost completely useless on this turn. Okay. So what do we do here? Alright, you know, I think Hector should be safe against Edelgard. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to have Hector go ahead and attack Aversa first. And then I can do some shenanigans to get the dance on Hector here. And Hector, let's see. Okay, it's an odd number turn, and of course, Hector's weapon is going to get its effects when it's an odd number turn, so we should be okay there. And Hector is also effective against armor, and he's got color advantage, so I don't see any way how we're not going to be able to get the one shot on this Edelgard. But, I mean, if we don't, if something happens and we don't one-shot this Edelgard, we're going to be in trouble. Alright, we are able to do it, so I was worried for nothing, pretty much. I mean, when it comes to this game, like, any little thing happens, just one thing has to go wrong, and then you completely lose a fight. So, I do try to be extra cautious if I have that chance. Alright, plus, oh my god, this guy, I am so jelly of this. He's got DD4 and Repel. This is basically the exact same build that I want on my Fallen Ike, but... I mean, first things first, I have to try and get him to plus 10, right? And that's going to take a long time. Alright, he's got Hector, another Hector, and then Edelgard. Alright, so what team should we use to deal with that? I mean, that Ike is going to be a problem, for sure. Like, I don't think you guys really understand how crazy this Ike is. Like, I probably can't even beat him with Ophelia. Like, that just goes to show how crazy Repel is on this guy. So, let me just see, what are the teams that we have? Do we have any good blue... Oh, check, I mean, we could do this, because the duo skill on Micaiah is very good against this Ike, actually. Yeah, so we're going to be gaining true damage against him. But, I mean, even still, I don't know if we're going to be able to one-shot him, even with all the debuffs. And he's got DD4 too, so my ranged units aren't really going to be doing that much damage. It's going to be real tricky to try and beat that Ike. Yeah, I mean, that's really the best. It's either the Ophelia team or the Micaiah team that we're going to have to use here. I mean, Ophelia, here's the thing. If I can attack one of his other units with Ophelia and then we get the AoE damage to hit Ike, then I think we should be fine like that. But I don't think we're going to be able to attack that Ike directly and finish him off. So, okay, we are going to try the Ophelia team here. And he's got Armor March on Hector. Yeah, so I'm going to have to make sure that I attack Hector first, and then that way we can get some AoE damage on the Ike before we... Oh, man. Okay, well, I mean, so much for that plan. Ike ended up going in the completely opposite direction. Okay, so now I can't cheat through this fight and actually get the AoE damage to hit him. Alright, so this is going to be interesting. I'm actually not sure how we're going to beat that Ike now. I might have to just pop an item. Alright, we got Robin KSUO in the chat. I'm not sure about that last name, but Robin. He says, my plus attack minus speed Ike is carrying me hard. Yeah, Ike, I mean, the Fallen Ike is such a hard carry unit. He's like foolproof. There's no weaknesses at all to this guy. Well, besides the new dominance status effect that we just got on Micaiah. Otherwise, I mean, he has absolutely no weaknesses. He's like the perfect unit. And we're about to find out if Ophelia can beat him. And, okay, it looks like Ophelia actually can beat him. That's a real surprise to me that we can still beat him even though he has Repel, because Repel does reduce damage from my AoE special attacks as well. But it looks like Ophelia was able to get the job done there. Alright, here's the next fight. Oh, this one. Oh, man. This guy's got the Kid Kata now. I'm just fighting like all of these recently released units at plus 10. And this Kata is a real problem all on her own, so we're going to need something real particular to be able to beat her. Okay, we could... Well, she's going to one-shot Altina if I try to attack her with Altina. I do have Camilla. Yeah, Camilla has Razzle Dazzle. That's like the one way you can really cheat your way to beat that Kata. So we might end up using the Camilla team. We could also try the Micaiah team, and I'm pretty sure Micaiah can one-shot this Kata if we get the debuffs and then we get the dominance effect. So, yeah, I mean, the Micaiah team might be the best choice for this. It's either going to be the Micaiah team or the Camilla team. Yeah, I think let's go ahead and show off Micaiah here. Yeah, and then we're gonna really be able to show off all the debuffs here. Let me just check the map real quick. Okay, Celica. How am I gonna bait that Celica? Alright, yeah, actually, you know, I'm just gonna use the flying team because the flying team works a little bit better on the map here. Yeah, because I don't know how I'm gonna be able to bait the Celica on turn 1. Celica's not really a unit you want to try to bait. So I'm just gonna get her with Cherche probably, and then I'm just gonna have to get cheap shots on Kato with Camilla up until we can get the finish on her. Okay, so we're going to get Cherche over there. And I'm going to put Est and the Brave Micaiah over there. And if things go well, we should be able to reposition Cherche and get the attack on Celica. Or actually, oh wow. Micaiah can double attack Celica? What's going on with that? How is that actually possible? Hold on. So she's got 36 speed, and then Micaiah has 28 speed, and we can still double attack her? Well, hey, I mean, I'm not going to complain, even though I have no idea what's going on with that, but It's pretty helpful for us, so we're going to go for it. Alright, we got Bucket Grima in the chat. Bramimon is probably overall better than Micaiah, but the duo skill is crazy. Yup, I completely agree. I mean, see, the thing about Bramimon is that he doesn't need any duo skill or anything like that for him to just be a crazy good unit. But of course, when it comes to Micaiah, she is pretty much all about that duo skill unless she's fighting an armored unit. Okay, look at that. We have color advantage. S can't do anything. Yeah, it's pretty much going to be all up to Camilla for this. So let's just pull Cherche back one space and go for the attack. And I'm surprised we were able to double attack the Kata there. I mean, Kata is a very quick unit herself. And if I go ahead and put Micaiah over here, then we can... Well, I could just get the KO with Micaiah, right? But as long as I have 2 flying units and 2 spaces of S, she's going to get a Brave attack. So, yeah, you know, I mean, let's give it to Est. Let's get her the KO here. And all that's left now is this Hector. Oh, man, he had Armored Stride. Oh, my God. Why didn't I check that? Oh my god. See, like, this is what happens sometimes, guys. You make one mistake and that's it. Yeah, so... Oh, no, he didn't have Armored Stride. He had Armored Boots. So all I had to do was attack the Marth with Micaiah, and then I could have just repositioned Micaiah. Yeah, so that's an epic fail by me. Make sure you always look at all the skills on the opponent's team. Don't just wing it and pretend you know what's going to happen, because you really just don't. Oh, man. Alright, but R.I.P. me. And it's going to take us a while before we can find another high-scoring fight like that first one. Alright, everyone in the chat type in F. Yeah. Your boy really goofed up on that one. We were having such an easy run, too. Like, that was totally going to be the run if I could have just... Okay, we got 760 here. This is going to be a good fight. Okay, this guy, he's got the Fallen Corrin at plus 10. This is actually the first time I've seen one of this guy at plus 10. So we're going to probably... Wait. Okay, he has null follow-up, so I'm not going to be able to double attack him with Surtur, even though I've got Bold Fighter. Alright, DD4 on Tiki. Alright, he's got the Resplendent or Legendary Eliwood there. I'm not sure which one of his units... Okay, probably Tiki is going to get bonus doubler. And then he's got this Lyn over here. We can easily bait Lyn with my Kid Marth, and we should be good. So I'm just going to end the turn like that. Okay, so... in the event that one of these towers get... or one of these crags get broken, then Eliwood would be able to attack my Aversa, so I'm going to pull her back. And I'm going to get the rally on my Kid Marth, and that should be good. Alright, we got Swift Blue Shell in the chat. I don't think Ike needs DD4, but it's not bad on him. Well, I mean, what other A-slot skill are you going to run? Because I think DD4 is probably the best way to go on that Fallen Ike, but of course there are other options you could go with. As for which, I'm not really thinking right now. Probably like Stance 4 or one of the Stance 3s. Like probably Mirror Stance 3 is probably a good call. But otherwise, I mean, you could go bonus doubler on that Ike too, but he doesn't negate his penalties, so that might be a little bit awkward. Alright, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to move Marth over here. And then this Corrin is going to be forced to move on this space, and we can pop him with Sinmara. And after that, we should be good. I mean, Sinmara is so good. This Sir... Oh. Alright. Making me eat my words by going after Aversa. Alright, well, whatever. I mean, he still has to get onto this space, and we'll just pop him with Sinmara. So, Sinmara is like the ultimate weapon for arena modes, because you can just get that 20 damage on anybody, and also get the debuffs with Surtur's Menace. So, even though Surtur may not have held up quite as well as a unit, his weapon is still super busted for arena play. So that's why Surtur is still the king when it comes to arena mode. Okay, and then we already are in Vantage range, so we're good. We're just going to pop this Tiki with Vantage and Hero's Blood and get the KO. Alright, we got Apple O in the chat. What's up? Good afternoon, Tacho. My afternoon has been pretty cool, so thanks for asking about that. How's your afternoon been, actually? Yeah, let me know in the chat, guys. How's your day been? Let's have some real talk session here. Okay, Libra, Marth, Hector, and Olivia. Alright, for this team, I mean, maybe I should go with this one. Well, Marth is going to be a problem even for Celica. Yeah, he's got a lot of defense, so let's try somebody else. Probably, maybe the Ophelia team, I guess, or actually, I'll go with this team here. Yeah, because Altina should be good against all of these guys. And I'm pretty sure we'll be able to finish off Marth with Altina. He does have Threaten, Attack, and Speed 3, though. So if I try to bait him... Yeah, and then he can get danced easily by Olivia, get +6 to all stats, because his weapon comes with bonus doubler. Alright, so maybe not the Altina team. I don't want to be stuck on deciding which team to use for too long, so I'm just gonna... We're just gonna get him with the... Yeah, sure. We'll go with the Lilina team for this one. Oh, my leg just fell asleep, so... Ignore me stretching in the background there. Alright, so... Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to pop these guys with the duo skill right at the start. So that is the downfall to Hector's duo skill. If the opponents spawn and they're not directly on top of him, then his duo skill is basically useless. Alright, I'm also not sure what order these guys are going to move in. Probably Olivia's going to move first, and then everyone else afterwards. So I think we should just end the turn here, and we should be good. Yep, okay. Alright, so now we can go ahead and attack Olivia here. And nobody's going to be able to attack Lilina on this spot, so we're good. We're also going to ramp into my Blazing Special here. So that's always good. And then, I mean, from this point on, now that we have the Blazing Special ready, we are just going to completely wreck all of these units. I love running this build on Lilina. I have the Heavy Blade Seal, and then I've got Special Spirals, so she always charges up Blazing Wind. And I guess let's get Hector over here, so maybe we can use the duo skill, but at this point we don't even need it. Lilina's already all good to go. Alright, so we're going to pop the Marth next. Alright, we got Ethan Richards in the chat saying good evening. 9 p.m. here in the UK. First stream I've been able to make. Oh, shout outs to that, man. Hopefully the stream is going well for you so far. And of course, if you want a unit review, we are going to get to that after I finish this run. So look forward to that. And I mean, you know, we haven't seen any action at all from Salif. I'm just going to have him finish off this Libra. Because Salif is basically just the cheerleader on this team. We just use him for infantry pulse so we can get Lilina going a little bit faster. Alright, next fight. Oh man, we got wrecked on the score on this one. It's only a 750 fight. Yeah, and I'm also afraid to use the suspend feature, because apparently there's like this really bad glitch if you use the suspend feature right now, and I've heard people say that you can get locked out of the game, so I really don't want to risk that. Alright, it's just an all-armored team on this map. This is pretty easy. So, for all armors, we want Brave Celica, because she can just body all the armored units. Okay. So, he's got Armor March on Harden and Hector. Not a big deal. And let's put Shigure over there. Alright, Apollo saying, hey Tacho, I need some advice on climbing higher in Fae as a free-to-play. Any advice as literally having no orbs? Alright, well, of course, it is pretty tough sometimes when you don't have any orbs, but my best advice would be if you're trying to climb in terms of score, then what you want to do is try to go for merges on the really good free-to-play options. Like Ross, for example. Ross is one of them. If you can get the plus 10 on Ross, he's one of the highest scoring units. Also, Echidna and Valbar are in that very same scoring bracket. So going for merges on those guys is going to be real helpful. Otherwise, there is also the Flame Emperor in the Heroic Grail shop right now, and Flame Emperor has the highest score out of any free-to-play unit. So Flame Emperor is also a pretty good choice. Alright, we can just move Celica back here and we should be good because Hector has Armor March and none of these two are going to be able to reach me. Oh wait, Harden also has Armor March. That's not good. Alright, we're going to have to go in on this Harden. Yeah, and then I have Wings of Mercy, so wow, we perfectly got down to 50% health on this attack here. Otherwise, we would have been in some actual trouble. Alright, that was real lucky there. But yeah, going back to what Apollo said, pretty much just focus on building the free-to-play options that have a good score, and you should be good to go. Alright, we got Zian Rodriguez in the chat. Hey, Tacho. You have me on your friends list, but I really need help with my Narshan. Alright, no problem, my boy. Once we finish this Arena Assault run, I'll go ahead and take a look at some units. And I will actually take a look at your Narshan now that you bring that up, so don't worry about that. Alright, there's no way I can attack Hector on this turn right now, so we are going to have to wait a little bit. But, I mean, Celica with double Lion, she's perfectly fine. On the topic of this Celica, I wonder when they're going to do the refines for CYL2. Because, of course, by this point, I mean, they really need it badly. That Celica could end up being, like, the best sword unit in the game, depending on how they handle her refine. And, of course, Brave Hector is already still one of the best Lance units, so I don't see how he's going to get too much better. But, the Brave Ephraim could really use it too, and then for Veronica, I don't even want to go there, because Veronica is still really good, even to this day. Alright, once again, we're fighting a plus 10 Gwendolyn, and then I feel like we fought this team before, didn't we? Yeah, this looks really familiar. This guy's team right here. Alright, but anyway, for what we're going to use here, we could go for... Yeah, you know, I think this is probably the team where we're going to show off the dominance effect. Yeah, right? Let me just make sure, because... Alright, so we use the duo skill, and then I'm going to have to make sure that I take down Marth and Roy on the same turn. And we do have a Dancer, so we should be fine here. The only one that might be trouble is Edelgard, and I mean, Micaiah, she does have effective against armors, so I think it's safe to bet on Micaiah for this fight. Alright, so we're going to be showing off the duo skill at last. I'm just going to get the units in position like this, and then... Yeah, let's put Fina over there and end the turn. Actually, I should have probably danced on Jafar so we could break this tile here. Yeah, alright, well, better late than never. Let's go ahead and do it now. And then let's get Mordecai over there. So for Micaiah to use the duo skill, she's going to want to be lined up perfectly with these guys. So I'm going to actually get her in this column here. And we should be good at this point. Alright, so I'm also going to need to get into vantage range somehow. Because if I don't, then Marth is just gonna get the one-shot on my Jafar. Yeah, and Micaiah's a little too far back right now for her to really do too much. Alright, yeah, I think... Alright, we're gonna hold off one more turn because I do actually want Micaiah to be able to get an attack on one of these guys. And Roy's gonna end up on the defense tile, but we should still be okay. Yeah, so let's go in like this. And now the units are right in my face, so it's a little bit better. Yeah, we are absolutely 100% going to need the duo skill here. So, as you guys can see, we can't get any KOs right now, but that's all going to change. We're going to pop the duo skill and see what happens. Alright, so Dominance. Let's see just how busted you are. Okay, all of a sudden we are able to get the one shot on the Kid Marth. And, I mean, we didn't even get that many debuffs, so let's go ahead and shove Jafar over there. And now we have a whole bunch more debuffs. And look at that. She went from being unable to get any KOs, and now she's just bodying everybody. And the same with Jafar on this Gwendolyn. Oh my god. Dominance is so ridiculous. Oh my gosh. This is crazy right here. I mean, we must have jumped in like at least 30 points of damage there from me popping the duo skill. That was nutty. And now we're also going to be able to get Broadleaf Fan and Dominance off on that Edelgard. This is going to be something else. Yeah, this Edelgard is not going to stand a chance. Alright, so good stuff. Very good showcase for the duo skill right there. But of course, we're going to do a proper showcase with Micaiah. And I just love that attack animation. She just throws a whole ton of diamonds at them. Micaiah flexing all her money. And look at this. 72 damage and we get Glimmer. 94 damage. Oh my god. Yeah, Dominance is pretty nuts. Okay, 746. Come on. They really screwed me with that scoring like that. It's because of the Mythic Hero bug. This guy, he's running 2 peonies on his team. And, of course, if you guys don't know, there is a hero bug with the Mythic Heroes that reduces the score of the opponent's team. And this guy obviously knows what he's doing because he's running 2 +10 Mythic Heroes to mess with my score. This is the biggest downside to playing in Arena Assault, is that you can't really change your score. So if you get one fight that doesn't score high enough, then it basically ruins the entire run and you can't do anything about it. Alright, but I digress. All we have to do is pretty much get rid of Celica and Lucina and we win. Peony's not really the best fighter, so we should be fine. And to do that, I mean, pretty sure this team is going to have no trouble. Yeah, we're going to have to be a little bit careful though, because of course Lucina has future vision, so she could get the jump on one of my guys. Alright, let's say Celica ends up there, and then Peony dances, then she'd end up on this spot. So, basically, I just have to move every unit down 1 space. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get that done. Alright, Roy. I would have liked to get Roy over here so we could get some buffs from Human Virtue, but there's not really anything else I can do about that for now. Alright, so Lucina's going to be trouble. Yeah, there's no way for me to attack Lucina on this turn, unfortunately. And this Peony's got... Alright, both of them have Wings of Mercy, so if I use the duo, or if I use my AoE special right now, then she's going to be able to jump to Celica. Alright, yeah, this is not looking too good. What do we do here? I mean, I could go for the 5 damage rule, right? Yeah, so, okay, she has color advantage on Roy, and there's no way she's doing less than 5 damage, so she's probably going to move here and attack Roy. And the same with this Peony against my Ophelia. She only has 19 res. But I don't think that we can actually do anything about it, though, because she's got 37 res, and I'm not going to be able to one-shot her. Okay, but what we can do is move Ophelia out of the way, I guess. Yeah, this turn is going to be pretty tricky. Yeah, there's really nothing else I can do. I'm just going to have to bait this Peony with Roy here. And then it looks like this Peony is moving before the other two, so... I mean, hopefully Lucina doesn't use Future Vision and get the best of us, but I can't really think of any other move to make here. Alright, yeah, we're done. That's it. Game over. Oh, man, this guy. Why is he running double Peonies? Regardless, I mean, I wasn't going to be happy with that score anyway, because that guy, he was running that team specifically to make my team score less when I fight him. Alright, Stolen Robin saying, time for items. Yeah, well, probably on that fight we would have needed some items, but I don't really have any items that would have helped for that. Okay, so this guy over here, he's got Celica, Edelgard, oh, he's running Flashing Blade 4 on his Ike, okay. I don't know how I feel about that, because, I mean, it's not really going to help him ramp into Mayhem Aether. You might as well just, if you're going to give him Flashing Blade 4, you might as well just keep the Darting Breath that he has. And then he's got Marth there. Alright, we pretty much win with Kid Marth. That's basically the theme of all of my arena fights ever since I got this guy at plus 10. Just stick him on a defense tile and watch him wreck everybody. Yeah, I guess we'll go for the bait on his Ike first. And let's go ahead and rally there, and we should be good. Kid Marth is such a hard carry. I'm so glad that they made him a 4-star focus unit. Otherwise, there's no way I would have been able to get him up to plus 10. Okay, so we are in vantage range now, so we're good to go. We're going to be able to bait his entire team, essentially. Alright, so if I put Kid Marth there, we're going to be able to bait Edelgard and his Celica on this turn. And that's basically it. Alright, we got Anderson Guerra in the chat. Hey, Tacho, I'm very late. YouTube, again, doesn't send any notifications. Well, I don't know why they would be messing up like that. Well, I mean, right now, YouTube is actually messing up for the chat, because it says there's one concurrent viewer in the live stream at the moment, but that's obviously not the case, because we've got all these people in the chat right now. So, yeah, I don't know, man. YouTube is just messing up pretty bad. I blame YouTube for that. Alright, we got Mavir San saying, remember when Marth was only a support unit? Yeah, they had the... We started off with the day 1 Marth, and then we ended up getting... Who was the first Marth alt? I think it was the Groom Marth. And, I mean, that Marth, there's really not much to say about him. So, it wasn't up until we got Legendary Marth where Marth was capable of being a pretty decent fighter on his own. And now we have the Kid Marth, who is like... Kid Marth is so built for arena mode, it's insane. Yeah, so for this team, I think the Lilina team is actually going to work out pretty well. Oh, actually, if I use the duo skill on his Kid Marth, we're going to be in trouble. Yeah, because this guy has Vantage. And then if I try to attack him with a Blazing Special, he's going to use Vantage there too. So maybe let's not use the Lilina team for this one. Alright, yeah, let's probably go for this, the whatchamacallit, the Ophelia team, because I have Hardy Bearing on Ophelia. Alright, this one should get the job done. So let's just get everybody in range, and let's make sure we get Human Virtue to buff Ophelia and Thorcere. All right, we got Spoony Azul in the chat. Oh, I'm building a young Marth, my best unit ever to be demoted. Yeah, that's pretty much the case. There's no way I would have gone for the plus 10 on this Marth had he not been a demote unit. Because, I mean, I just have terrible luck when it goes for trying to summon a plus 10 unit, as you guys saw on the Edelgard summoning video that I did. I don't really know if that counts, though, because, I mean, 1,000 orbs isn't really enough to get a plus 10 on a legendary banner. We did pull a whole bunch of copies of Nagi, though, so I guess that wasn't too bad. But in general, when I'm trying to go for a plus 10 unit, it takes me a long time and a lot of orbs. The only time I ever had good luck getting a plus 10 was on Surtur's original banner. And, I mean, that banner was pretty stacked because it was only a 2-unit focus, and it was Surtur and Yilgar. So, a 2-unit focus banner, it took me like 500 orbs to get the plus 10 on Surtur, which is nuts because, by perspective, it took me, I think it was 441 orbs to get the plus 10 on Marth. So, imagine that. Basically spending the same amount of orbs to get a plus 10 on a unit like Surtur, as opposed to getting a plus 10 on a 4-star focus like Marth. Yeah, so that Surtur banner really was nice to me. But outside of that, I haven't really had that good luck on any of the banners trying to go for a plus 10. Alright, we got Caden Abbott in the chat, or Caden Abbott. Do you need 10 extra copies, or is it 5 then Dragon Flowers? If you're going for a plus 10, you need 1 copy of the unit as a base, and then you need 10 dupes to feed into them for the merges. So it ends up actually being a total of 11 copies of the unit, and then for the Dragon Flowers, you can get 5 on any recently released unit. But for the OG infantry class units, you can get them up to plus 10 flowers. So that is actually pretty nice that they did that for the infantry units. Because, I mean, a lot of those day 1 infantry units really needed the help. Alright, this guy, he's got the Dancing Reinhardt there. You got Duo Ephraim, another Fallen Ike, and Edelgard. Alright, so let's see. Who are we going to use for this? Yeah, probably actually the Dominance team again, I think. Yeah, because none of my other teams, I mean, Ophelia would have been able to deal with Ike, but outside of that, I don't really have a good way to deal with Ike, so I think the Dominance team is probably going to be our best bet for that. And I'm going to absolutely have to make sure that Micaiah is the one to attack Ike with the Dominance effect, so alright, let's just have at it. Oh, we could also try to bait this Reinhardt, but oh man, I'm a little too late on that, because had I thought about that sooner, we would have been able to bait him, because none of these units are going to be able to rally and then get danced and end up being able to attack this same spot. I mean, unless I try to bait him with Jafar. Alright, we got 41 res. This guy's got 51 attack. He has the Brave effect, and then he's gaining plus 8 attacks. So 59 times 2 minus 41. I think we actually survived that. Alright, but he is going to get rally attacked from this Ephraim, though. So he's actually going to have plus 14 attack. So he's got 65 base attack, and then I've got 41 res. So what is that? Like 24 damage, I think? Something like that. Actually, I think we are fine. Yeah, I think Jafar is actually going to be okay to bait this Reinhardt. Let me just make sure no one has chill res or anything like that. Okay. This is probably a gamble here, but I think we can go for it and we'll be okay. Maybe I should pop the Dominance skill here so we can make sure we KO this guy, but I do need the Dominance effect to take care of the Fallen Ike, so alright, come at me, Reinhardt. Let's see what you got. Alright, 24 times 2, so I was just barely on the money with my quick math there. Sometimes math helps. So, school is important, kids. You need to know math if you want to win at Fire Emblem Heroes. Okay, now we got this Ephraim to deal with. DC advantage on a duo Ephraim. That's interesting. All right, we can go ahead and Wings of Mercy Fina over there. I'm pretty sure as long as we get the smite shenanigans with Mordecai, we should be fine against Ephraim. Alright, we got Lula908 in the chat. Tacho, I have a truly deplorable Delthea at +10. Sent the request. Oh, man. Can't wait to take a look at that. Alright, what do we do here? You know, I feel like if we use the dominance effect and then we smite Mordecai up, we should be okay, but... I mean, Fallen Ike is pretty scary. I don't want to just go ahead and do something and then we end up being in a bad spot. So I'm actually going to end my turn here, and then next turn we should be good. We're going to be able to really put this Ike to the test. Yeah, okay, so... Alright, Micaiah can one-shot Edelgard there. Jafar cannot one-shot Ike. Alright, so this is where we're going to need the dominance effect to kick in. So let's go for that. Alright, and now we still can't get the KO on him, but I am free to use Smite here and get some more debuffs. Alright, how does it go now? Okay, wow, we still can't get the KO on this guy. Man, this Ike is so good. Alright, I'm going to have to use an item then. I'm going to have to use the Fear Charm here. Yes, so we're going to go ahead and do that, and now all my units have the Fire Sweep effect, so we can attack Ike and he's not going to be able to do anything about it. Yeah, let's go ahead and go for that. Or actually, hold on. Let me attack Edelgard first with Jafar, and we can get some more debuffs on Ike. Yeah, because he's got Attack Smoke and Speed Smoke, so... Wow, Micaiah still can't get the one-shot on this guy. This Fallen Ike is something else. Well, I mean, I still popped that item, so we are going to be okay, but... Wow, I had no way of winning this fight without using the item. That's kind of depressing a little bit. Alright, let's just get the finish on this Ike here. And for Ephraim, I mean, we're fine. We can just smite Jafar in his face and get a whole bunch of debuffs. And with the Broadleaf Fan, we'll be perfectly fine like that. Alright, so he's playing hardball. He's going on this corner now, so I'm going to have to position my units a little bit differently. But at this point, we are going to be good to go. Yeah, so we're just going to smite Jafar over there, get the debuffs, and then there you go. Alright, Adam Barcelos, Repel and Close Call are insane, yeah. That combination on a unit with built-in distant counter, like that Fallen Ike, it's just so crazy how good this Ike is. And, I mean, you can tell because we've been fighting him in, like, every single fight today. So that just goes to show that pretty much all of the whales have gone for the +10 on this Fallen Ike. And Edelgard, too. I mean, pretty much every fight we've seen either a +10 Fallen Ike or a +10 Edelgard. So, yeah, I mean, those are the units that the whales have been summoning for to get +10 on. So that's how you know they're good units. Alright, for this team, we have to deal with another Fallen Ike, and I'm actually running out of units that can deal with that, guys, so we might start running into a little bit of trouble here. I want to say we can beat him with this team, because, I mean, Brave Camilla has the Fire Sweep effect on her weapon, and then we can inflict gravity on him. So that's going to be an easy way to take care of him. Also, this map is very good for flying units. And then for the two armored units over there, I've got Micaiah, who can probably beat Edelgard, but I'm not sure. We're probably just going to end up relying on Camilla for this entire fight. I think she's going to be the safest bet. Alright, let's just go for it. Alright, so I'm going to want to make sure Camilla can get the attack on this guy right away. And let's just move these units over here and end the turn. Alright, we got Vopop 30. Altena or Travant would be a pretty good user of Sturdy Stance 4. Yeah, I pretty much agree with that. Altena has, like, nothing she wants in the A slot. You could go for distant counter, I guess, but I mean, that's up to you. She probably has to run Io's shield as the seal, so she doesn't end up getting punked by bow units. But her weapon is really good because she gets that lull attack and defense 5, which isn't even a skill. So Altena is really good. Alright, there's no way I can attack this Ike right now with S, which I was kind of hoping I'd be able to do. But we can just go for the attack on him and inflict the gravity effect. So he's not going to be able to move very far on the next turn. Edelgard's got armored strides, so she's going to end up over there. And maybe, you know, I should probably put Micaiah over there so we can finish off Edelgard. This guy does have warp powder, though. So if Ike moves on this space, if I put Micaiah over there, Zelgius is going to warp in front of him, so I don't want that. Yeah, we're probably going to have to stay over on this corner here for now. Alright, we got Yannick LaFontaine, I think, in the chat. I think that's how you say that name. Forgive me if I'm butchering your name, my boy. Alright, as a carry, Kranya is probably the most versatile, but she doesn't score as much. For a hit-and-run carry, I'd say Rolf and Luis are best, but trash in arena. Yeah, pretty much. Kranya is a really good Vantage carry unit if you want to run her in Aether Raids. But the problem with Kranya, of course, is that she doesn't score high enough, so running her in arena modes isn't really going to be the best. But for everything else you said, I think Rolf is actually pretty cool for arena. He does have a really good BST for a bow horse unit. So that Ross is pretty cool. Alright, what we're going to do here is we're going to get 2 flying units in 2 spaces so Est can get the brave attack here. And then we're still going to have to wait a couple turns before we can do anything about this Ike. Alright, so at this point, let's see how Est fares. Okay. She does... What is that? From 34, he goes down to 26. I think he's actually getting a heal to activate there. Alright, well, for starters, let's just get him with Camilla so we can inflict gravity. Alright, now let's see if Est can finish him. Yup, okay. There we go. Alright, good girl Est getting that KO for us. And let's reposition Est out of the way so she doesn't get bombarded by these 2 units here. Alright, we got 3:80 a.m. in the chat. Do you prefer Tacho or Tacho in all caps or Tacho? It's all caps, man. When you spell my name, it's like... I'm like, what's his face? Dr. Doom from Marvel. Just all caps when you spell my name. Alright, so we inflicted gravity on Celica there. She's not going to be trouble for us now. Alright, Vopop 30, Duo Flane, and Setheth could be the only Wyvern riding staff unit. I could get behind that. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, that could be pretty cool, actually. I wonder when they're going to start adding some more 3 Houses characters. I mean, of course, besides Choose Your Legends 4, because we know that basically all of the house leaders are locked in for that. But for, like, the other 3 Houses characters that we don't have in the game yet, of course, we got, like, some really classic units. We got Sylvain, who's not in the game. And we got Setheth, of course. We got also Shamir. I really like that character. And Flane is good too. We have... There's a whole bunch. There's Felix as well. Felix could be really cool because a couple of people said he could end up with a defensive special, like an upgrade to Aegis and Pavis. And I think that would be pretty awesome because we haven't really seen much action from those defensive specials. So if they want to release a Felix with an upgraded version of those, that would be pretty cool. I'm pretty sure we fought this guy's team today already. This looks awfully familiar. So who are we going to use to beat them? I guess... Yeah, we'll probably go with the Lilina team for this one. As soon as I get them with the duo skill, we should be fine to get some one-shots on these guys. Only one that might be trouble is Ephraim, but we should be able to beat him as well once I have my Blazing Special ready. Dedu is the only unit close to their leader missing, says Mavir San. Yeah, I really like Dedu, actually. He's pretty cool. I mean, he knows how to cook, and just based on the way he looks, I bet he can cook some really good Cajun food. And, I mean, I haven't had fast food in a very long time, but I used to really like Popeyes, so that Cajun-style chicken, I'm pretty sure Dedu could cook some mean Cajun food. I'd be pretty down with that. Alright, Christmas Geralt says Vopop 30. Yeah, I'd be pretty down with that. Geralt in general, I think he should be added. He is a pretty important character, right? Being Byleth's daddy. Alright, we finally got these guys lined up so we can pop the duo skill here. And at this point, we should be good. I'm going to reposition Hector out of the way. And we're free to go ahead and attack Libra here, and we're going to get the Heavy Blade effect now, so at this point we should be safe. We have the Blazing Special ready on Lilina. Alright, Spoony Azul saying, Valentine's Banner have had fathers come back from the dead. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, I mean... Alright, hold on. My internet just died, guys. Bear with me for a second. Alright, are we back? I think we should be back. Alright, it looks like everybody actually bailed. Hold on. Oh man, my internet sucks. Alright, let me know if anyone's in the chat right now. Let me know if it's actually come back, because it says that it's come back. And now the game is just loading endlessly here. Alright, there's a bit of lag going on now. I don't know if it's fixed. Hold on.